What is going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to another video. This is Wrestling with Conversation. With that being said, we are going to be doing a NXT Spring Break 2023 full match card review, plus my prediction, everything you need to know about this year's Spring Breakin. Now, before we continue into my full match card review plus predictions, I'm gonna need for you guys to hit that like button, comment if you agree or disagree, or what are you most excited for about tonight's show. Yeah, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell to be always notified. That should be enough of that intro. Let's just get straight into the full match card I want to go over real quick for you guys. So we have Carmella Hayes versus Grayson Waller for the NXT Championship. We have Indian Hartwell versus Roxanne Perez versus Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship. We got Andre Chase versus Braun Breaker. Lara Valkyrie versus Corey Jade. We got their family, which is Tony D'Angelo and Stats versus Pretty Deadly in a trunk match. I'm guessing it's like a casket match, but you put them inside of a trunk. We got Fowler Henley and Josh Bridge. We'll be taking on a team of Kiana James and Brooks Jensen. And that is all the matches I have so far that's been actually confirmed. So while we did go over the full match card review, let's go over my predictions. Now, we're going to start off first. We want to start off hot in this video, and that is with two of my favorites in NXT. Now, I do have some concerns about this match, and we're going to talk all about it right now. Carmella Hayes versus Grayson Waller for the NXT Championship. Now, before I get into my predictions, look, Carmella Hayes had a very night at Stand and Deliver, beating Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship. Now, I kind of want to say I didn't like the way they did that, because Carmella Hayes really didn't need tricks to help beat Braun Breaker. He could have beat Braun Breaker on his own. Therefore, he had ended Braun Breaker's year-long reign. Everyone, including Braun Breaker, immediately started battling to be Hayes' first challenger for the title, and it was Grayson Waller who managed to win that race. Grayson Waller being Carmella Hayes' first challenger is an interesting choice, because not only is it an interesting choice because obviously Carmella Hayes will not be losing the championship, and I thought, why not just give Grayson Waller a chance at the North America Championship? There was options in the number one contender. Now, who's better to take Grayson Waller's spot? Now, the only reason I kind of disagree with the route they going, because I know they just wanted to get this match over with so they can bring Grayson Waller to the main roster after he immediately loses this match tonight on Spring Breakin. But look, we already have somebody like Austin Theory on the main roster. We don't need Grayson Waller at the moment. He still can shine in NXT. With that being done and said, I feel like he should have beaten Wes Lee for the North America Championship. Wes Lee does not have a direction with that North America Championship. He just don't have a direction. And I hate the way they're going to have Grayson Waller go to the main roster only to be treated less than he was in NXT. But for this match, I'm going to have to predict my boy Carmella Hayes retaining the NXT Championship. When he shoot, he doesn't miss. We got the family versus Pretty Deadly in a trunk match. Now, these two teams, they okay. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm really not a fan of this rivalry. But like I said, the trunk match is basically like a coffee match. So you have to put the opponents in the trunk. So actually, you have to stuff one or both members of the team in the trunk for the win. I don't know if it's just one or both. But to be honest, like I said, I'm not really interested in this feud. Look, both teams are good. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is just another loss for Pretty Deadly to move up to the main roster, whatever the case may be. Maybe to continue the feud with New Day, since they did lose the championships to the New Day. So my prediction for this is going to be the family, since they are pushing them pretty hard lately. We got Live Valkyrie versus the returning Corey Jade. Now, if you guys don't notice, Corey Jade returning to NXT recently and has been trying to make waves ever since, mostly by, talking down on the rest of the women's division with a mic in her hand. After beating Gigi Dolan with a lot of help from JC Jane, Live Valkyrie decides that she has seen enough and has challenged Corey Jade to a match at Spring Breakin. Now, while it might feel like this will be a nail-on win for Corey Jade, the WWE draft needs to be taken into consideration again for this one. Corey Jade not being inserted into the title picture up on her return feels connected to a potential caller. Perhaps she would do honors in this one, and this time we'll see her as she would be drafted later on down this week. Now, I feel like they shouldn't draft Corey Jade. She is nowhere near ready, to be honest, and I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. She is nowhere near ready to be on the main roster. Now, Roxanne Perez, she can go to the main roster, but I feel like Corey Jade has a lot to offer in NXT and a lot of training she can do, to work on her craft. Not trying to be fun, make fun of her, whatever, but she can work a lot on her craft. Like Tiffany Stratton said, she would work a lot on her craft as well. But I'm still going to have to go with Corey Jade beating Live Valkyrie, because I feel like Live Valkyrie, she can take this L. So it's nothing wrong with her losing this match. So I'm going to have to go with Corey Jade on this one as well. So I feel like Corey Jade returning just to eat an L would not be right for her momentum. So I've got Corey Jade taking the win for this one as well. Let me know what you guys think so far about this. Do you agree with me? Do you think she should go to the WWE draft? Let me know down below. Okay, we got Kiana James. We have Kiana James and we have Brooks Jensen taking on a team of Foley Henley and Josh Bridge. Now, I was all on board for these guys to continue to be teams, while Kiana James being the heel and Foley Henley being the face, because it kind of reminded me of the team Hell No, Kane and Daniel Bryan. Now, Brooks Jensen, he absolutely played a part in the loss that Foley Henley and Kiana James had to, he played a part in that loss when they lost to Abby Fire and Isley Dunn, and they lost the women's tag team titles at Standing Delivery, because he tried to give Kiana James her purse in the making up of not doing it in their last match they did that made them lose. So this has snowballed into James driving the ridge between Jensen and his former tag team partner Josh Bridge. This whole messy situation will come to a head in a mixed tag team match at Spring Breakin. Now, my concern for this is, whoever wins, what do they go from there on? Do they apologize to each other, or do Kiana James and them wins the match? But I feel like Foley Henley and Josh Bridge would take this win to shut them down. But then it would be no point of Kiana. It would be a waste if Kiana James and Brooks Jensen didn't win, because they lost the titles. So honestly, I don't know how they gonna go by with this. I really don't know how they gonna go by with this. But we're just going to have to see tonight. Because I feel like they would lost the championships for nothing. So I'm guessing Bruce Jensen and Kiana James will be taking this dub, and I guess they're going to go on to be, whatever the case may be. I don't know. This match should be very interesting, because Foley Henley has improved a lot. And Kiana James, she has improved somewhat too as well. So I'm looking forward to this match as well. Then we got We got Braun Breaker versus Andre Chase. I'm not a fan of this match, guys. I am not a fan of this match. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Andre Chase versus Braun Breaker. Now, before I continue for this match, my prediction, Braun Breaker, he was still okay. Look, I don't know if it was just me or what, but Braun Breaker, when he lost the title to Camilla Hayes with the help of Trish Williams because they cheated. Again, I'm a fan of Camilla Hayes, but I feel like he shouldn't have won that way. Nevertheless, it's already been done to say it. Braun Breaker came out there and he kept smiling and you like, I respect you, Camilla Hayes. I respect you. You beating me clean or whatever the case may be. Now I don't know if that was just a setup for Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker, he came out there every day and he was just acting clueless. He was acting clueless. But yeah, I always thought they were gonna keep Camilla Hayes heel. But apparently that wasn't the case. They turned Braun Breaker heel, which was a much needed. But I feel like he should have turned heel on the main roster. So I'm thinking they're gonna have Braun Breaker destroy Andre Chase and he would get drafted to the main roster. Now, unfortunately, he couldn't find his way into his rematch against, Camilla Hayes for the NXT champion. Chase U comes out there and becomes the group which Braun Breaker has unfortunately takes his frustration out on. Frustration so viscerous that he rendered the Fashion's leader, Andre Chase, unable to appear on the final edition of NXT before NXT Spring Breakin. Now, I don't know what this do for Braun Breaker, to be honest. I guess to gain more momentum heading into the WWE draft. But we got to talk about Chase U. Chase U is not as good as y'all think they are. In my opinion, no, this is common sense. These people, they need more, just like the schemes with Joe Gates' group. They need more. So I don't know what's going on. But I don't know if Chase U going to break up because let's not forget, Duke Hudson offered Andre Chase this match because he tried to make it seem like he was going to challenge him, but he offered Andre Chase into this match. So I don't know what's going to happen. We just going to have to figure it out. Is Chase U going to finally break up? Is Braun Breaker going to the main roster? Let me know down below in the comment section. And last, we have the NXT Women's Championship Triple Threat match. I've been wanting to talk about this for so long, and we finally getting to it. So let's just talk about that real quick. And yeah, so we have Indy and Hartwell, the current NXT Women's Champion versus the former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez versus that should have been declared as the new NXT Women's Championship. Now, Indy Hartwell has put off the shot at standard delivery with the help from Dexter Lumis. Now she want to prove that it wasn't a fluke. Now, obviously it was. Well, technically it was a fluke because, come on, guys, let's be honest. Indy Hartwell obviously winning this title was likely a way to say thank you from NXT management and HBK, Shawn Michaels, for her work in NXT before she gets called up in the upcoming draft. Now, I don't know. Wait a minute. So now that I've written this down and I think about it, her winning the NXT Women's Champion is basically like a participation trophy for, doing the work. But obviously she didn't do enough work because if she did, they would have seen her as an NXT Women's Championship. But they basically gave her this as a thank you because she's most likely going to get drafted, right? Is she going to get drafted or is she going to stick around and become, maybe a medium-term NXT Women's Championship? Now, Tiffany Stratton is clearly a big star in the future of NXT, so I could actually see her winning this to become champion, continuing the feud with Roxanne Perez as Indian Hartwell eventually leaves after getting drafted. So you know what? I got Tiffany Stratton. So maybe I was being a little harsh on Indian Hartwell, but I'm just saying if she got rewarded as a championship for completely doing nothing, for completely taking L's after L's, then I should be rewarded the NXT championship, or I should be awarded the WWE championship, right? And I'm not just saying that to being mean. I feel like if you want something, you have to go for it, and you shouldn't get rewarded for trying. And I should be telling myself that as well. But that is it for my NXT prediction. If you guys agree to disagree, let me know down below in the comment section. I got Tiffany Stratton winning the NXT Women's Championship, even though she can work on her craft a little bit more. She said it herself. Yeah, and hopefully she can do that while being NXT Women's Championship. I just don't understand why Roxanne Perez, is losing the championship. Now I don't know if Roxanne Perez. I don't know if Roxanne Perez is heading to the main roster as well. So this is kind of difficult because I thought maybe they would continue the feud with Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton. So this also makes me confused on why the Indian Hartwell, was championship. So I'm guessing this doesn't give Tiffany or Roxanne Perez a L in this decision because Indian Hartwell will be the one taking the pinfall. So I will be very interested in this match as well because this is very interesting. So with that being done and said, yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tonight live for NXT Spring Breakin. Until next time, be sure to hit that like button, comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys live tonight.